Hi, Rise RNs. This is Dr. Naza again with another video for you. On today's video, we're going to be talking about acing your job interviews even before you finish from nursing school. I'll give you a story. So basically, when I was about to graduate nursing school, and I'm talking maybe 5 months to finishing, so pretty much a little far out, I did not know exactly where I wanted to work. I considered the cardiac ICU, which was kind of my strong point. And then I talked myself down, and it was like, oh, maybe I should just do an PCU or MICU, like an intermediary care. Then I considered labor and delivery, but I had no experience, so then I crossed that off. But I ended up interviewing for everything at the end of the day just because I was very confused. And I kid you not, I got all of them. There was no interview that I applied for that I did not get. And I was a little surprised, but then knowing what I know now, I am not surprised because I was prepared. Like they say, if you're ill prepared, then you're prepared to fail. So I was not ill prepared. One thing I went in with all of my interviews was self confidence. I was always smiling. Even if I was flabbergasted, like confused, I would always smile. And I always pointed out to them that I'm always smiling. Like, I'm always happy, like, regardless of what's going on, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be smiling and just be positive towards whatever comes my way. And I think that kind of like set me on an easy pedestal. Like, so just setting that expectation, like, I was relaxed. I wasn't tensed. I made sure to not be tensed. They asked a question that I did not know. I'm like, that's a really great question, and wow, let me think about it. Everyone has to give grace. So it depends on how you portray yourself. If you go out there and you're like, I think probably maybe no one's gonna take you serious. Like, you're gonna look like you don't know what you're talking about. And then one thing, like, I would say, please don't use the words probably or maybe. That sounds like you're not sure. So I would say, like, confidently say, I believe I would do this. And then if you're not sure exactly why you would do that, so try to think of things that you can back up. I would do this, or I believe I would do this because, going back to what I've learned as a nurse, I am supposed to do A, B, C, Z, Y, X. You'll feel more comfortable. It's almost like like a teach back experience between you and whoever is interviewing you. And I think that is very, very important. And I think it's always good to, I would say, try to figure out your logins early enough. Try to give yourself at least 5 minutes to be there before it starts. So you need to spend 15 minutes trying to log on, make sure the Teams or Zoom links are working. If you're going in person, just go early so you can get all those nerves out of you before you do what you need to do. Another thing is, everyone always asks this question: tell me about yourself. And I feel like that is the most complicated question on any interview because it's almost like you're caught between talking about your academic side or your career side versus your personality. Or I'm a mom, I have 2 kids, or I like to bake for fun. I just think I'm a cheerful, happy person that's optimistic, or versus, oh, I'm a dedicated and resilient, future nurse. So it's almost like, try to balance it out. I think that's what I would say, because you just don't know who's on your interview. There's some people that, yes, they want to hear all the important things, the high top notch qualifying things, but there are also people that just want to know you, just want to know, like, what's the essence of Chinaza when she's not a nurse. And that's kind of something that I unconsciously mastered, because already, like, I already had my parents always tell me, you have character, you have charisma, you have color, you're bright, always be cheerful. So those are things I always brought into the interview. And in a case where people did not notice, or I wasn't sure if they noticed, I would tell them. So that way they're like, oh, yeah, that's true. You smile a lot. Your smile is so pretty. It's beautiful. Everyone is relaxed. And let me tell you, you get some points for that. You get some grace for that. So that's something I'll tell you for today on how to, ace those interviews, even when you're not exactly sure what to expect, or you're not exactly sure of what you're going to what you're going to say. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I would come up with more interviewing tips because I got a lot of them. Okay, don't be afraid to ask for your paper. We'll talk about that in another video. Bye.